Okay, hello and welcome to the video. My name is Wade Daniel Smith, and this story happened whenever I was, I think, 16 years old, and the woman was either 17 or 18 years old, and she was already a first degree black belt, and I was only a light green belt at the time, and I was an out of practice light green belt because I had taken about 3.5 years off of karate, so I had just come back to karate and really didn't deserve to be wearing a light green belt at the time. So anyway, but for whatever reason, Sensei Mark had me spar her, even though I guess he thought I'd do better against her or something. I don't know. At some point during this sparring match, because like I said, I was an out of practice light green belt at the time, and just wasn't anywhere near as good as I should have been as a light green belt, and because I had earned a light green belt at I think 12 and a half or 13 years old, so whatever. But anyway, at some point during the sparring match, so I can remember which foot I used, I threw a right roundhouse, which was way too clumsy and slow, and she caught it out of the air and proceeded to throw punches at me with her other hand, and I didn't know what to do. But what you're supposed to do if your kick gets caught is you're supposed to bring your leg in and pull that person to you and punch them in the face. But it's not. It's probably that simple as a counter to what she was doing to me that day, and I just didn't understand that it was that simple. So I tried to throw a jumping kick off the other foot to kick her, and of course that was absolutely the worst thing you can do, because then I fell on my butt, and she immediately defeated me by applying a reverse figure four leg lock, and I had to tap out to a woman. And that is the only time I've been defeated by a woman in sparring, and and it was pretty humbling and embarrassing, even though she was a black belt and she was supposed to be the light green belt anyway. But I still remember her first name. I don't remember her last name though. That's been 24 years ago. But no, actually that's been 28 years ago. So anyway, where does the time go? But so the figure four ankle lock and reverse figure four ankle lock, you never see this in MMA anymore. And even though it's absolutely one of the best ways to beat somebody, for some reason a lot of people don't know it. Like when I showed a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu student, he had no idea that was even there. Like he'd never seen it before. And neither had his instructors seen it before. So I don't know why some styles know things that other styles don't know at all, that don't even know they even exist, but that happens for some reason. All right, they call that the half crab, the reverse figure four. They call it the half crab on WWE. It's the proper name is the reverse figure four ankle lock. I don't know why they call it the half crab, other than the fact that they're incompetent. And they don't even do it right on there anyway. They have it halfway on the person to begin with, and it's like the person can get out of it pretty easy by grabbing the rope rules anyway. But in a real martial arts, you cannot get out of it when it's really put on you correctly. You're just screwed and you tap out. It's a lot like the rear naked choke or cross arm breaker. Once it's on you, you're screwed and you just got to tap. All right, but that is the true story of how Lindy, a first degree black belt, beat me whenever I was a light green belt. And that's one of the few times I've ever lost a true sparring match as an adult or ever since that time period, because I never made a mistake like that again in my life, because I don't kick high anymore, just to make sure that I'm not going to be caught by the other person. I keep my kicks about kidney level with their roundhouse kicks, or solar plexus and belt knot level with their front straight kicks. I can kick with the heel of my foot all the way up to someone's chin with a front thrust kick, but I'm never going to do that in a fight because it's too high risk of getting knocked off your foot or submitted if they get hold of your ankle or something like that. So it's generally not worth it to throw a head kick anyway. But anyway, I messed up against her and she submitted me in short order, and she knew exactly how to finish me off because, again, she was a first degree black belt already and I was an out of practice green belt. All right, that's the end of the video. But that's the God's honest truth. I'm admitting I got beat by a girl.